year. And now all at times 360 something days in a year. No. Now I heard Dobua or my produce. Well, we say fast was saying, and a free more ever. Now, Bena, there is a text be what trust say more. I can't say, time when young people didn't partner in true, or say, yam produce, or say, me pay word, no, or say, yam produce. Now that production, no. It is not about giving birth. It is about bibi anyankopon de adua wumu. Was say to me babontin. It is not about ye de ani akwa akohwe so monwo na monno na mo hia asase so ma. Sana translation no twi no edema. But for me me hu no sa. Me hu no say there is a seed edua ankra bia mu a esese etumi efifiri na eso aba. Neswa bano eso banfaso ema nipa ene omanfo enti baabia obi dua na wotwa no nipa kro no ehia nda ba baabia yam produce no obete no yese ye reserves esa ena ye nyina ya gi atom na ye twan aban say ye reserves na esa no o ye ho dien enti ye kasa ban ye ho dien no wan kasa and then we contribute to because we say family be a industry and a machine kitu ebi ni nyina ka ho na ma China powerful na yan ya ha no ye kasa but ye ni contribution bia si ye jani say ya de to aban so aban bia ni oba obetumi aye dabi yan ga ni anja no so Oman nchichire ne de anya ban aban bia ni obetumi ababe na onim aban na ntimi anya en affect aban yo wo na affect you because be wi ase no na ayasem fofo obi bia kwafom ya bibia bo na ebo na aye den so produce na ska wo botum ankoto nya na make ya nya bibia ne bo aye den wan kasa no ni kapre abisa ona bo ken no mo produce omo nkan jo se mo na mo ken se ne ma bo aye den no ono no se nye ordinary person o dwen no ho awonte here because cash wo ni botum yen koso ne produce na wo betumi aye bibi abana I believe so betumi aye bibi na no ana keke kan say so now who's na me hwe no oye portrait oye bro oye rice do you know what it means at the end of the year no because what the radio so keke the production is huge o tingo so yarodo an obodin o fa ne deko enu so na sika wo mo ya the internet na ho amofa no na sika wo mo China dimirika kitikiti omo konka America a production omo konka wiase babia a production. They may be poor, but I can tell you, the next 10 years, by the raw material, no, and so you did grow. Me say, abna, kitwe bi obet me a producer no. Nti na me brother de no e mfaton. Montoton baako a day. 4 times bosome baako. Na you know, ni duro no watoton maako be se duasa baako. Ye ko anim ebedi bosome ebedi afi dodo osan na no atoton sika sen na afiri mu aba enti ohia organa ha ohia ni ha because nyankopon de bibia amayen ya kan say ye de be putting into action commercial break action no anso na wo kan ho asem ye beyo commercial break o ye beyo yen kakra na no kan say ye beyo mante onka enen so asan kan ye beyo emum ye beyo ebusia for ye dan ho for commercial break ye ba e beto aso
no mani who say I can was who casa papa can see ya no baha, none nasa tataya, or casano didn't sakatana no. Anne, but we didn't say papa. Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsules at aroma, and I'm a pomodressa. Wow, why a nice and casa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then a capsules. And Yama, why you come apart? A woman bought your dear for Sunday would be Pedriano. Now a boss is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or restaurant, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas is now yam, a macra, a mania movement of future cromina, a watch, we broke the water of Vienna, a friend and Hoyan. And as no Spanish jinko capsules, ana. Spanish ginkgo eno de yenwanu nura wa twe free ginkgo biloba ene soya oil mu na eboa emerima momutimi dwom na so ye pa ye adwuma emma wa dwom so da ho.
Martin so say yes say anti-aging and a good retentive memory.
Na yet on Spanish garlic mixture and Spanish ginkgo capsules no we hen.
Antec Herbal Center for and na pharmacies chemical herbal shops and run some of 0266 11 41 11 a painful about more money for kwada with infection mienu enka ho FDA agi edwedi enkrato yi atom.
Still Franco Trading your phone papa fee.
Franco Trading Enterprise our phone BAB. Say yes Samsung, Nokia, Itel, Infinix, iPhone, Huawei, Ebia.
Oh, our original laptops and desktop, computer and phone accessories, USB cables, phone cases, power banks, hands-free chargers, ne antiviruses.
Franco dio noa TVs aba 32 and 43 inch. Franco TVs no any daho. Yana jodie.
Say crowd here, the ohia of Franco bia, what me turn online. What free francotrading.com and now download the Franco app no to phone so free Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Adi a turn online bia, wonya 30% discount. The Utopia or the bro baby awo.
Shisha Franco Trading our Facebook page no and our more than 100,000 likes no.
Shannon Franco Facebook page no now more than 100,000 likes no. Franco Trading Enterprise head office Wadabraka and the Roxy Cinema bus stop no. Ne dinhwe anymore. Branches no so bi Circle, Osu, Tema, Medina, Hacho, La Paz, Kasua and the Ghana for 99 and free 0355 939311.
Spanish garlic mixture and then the capsules. A boama moja dear fusan when you produce ye.
Jack, you know my boss owns a fleet of commercial cars and he drives only brand new vehicles. Latest. Before he hired me, this is what he said. Krachi, my vehicles are my investment. It is a winning, now winning, and you buy any fuel apart from Goyle. Waboka, sign this undertaking.
But he was right?
Yes, and he's right. Goyle stocks only higher grade fuels, further enriched with XP3, multifunctional enhancer, more efficient, eco-friendly, and at no extra cost. Available at every Goyle station at Jibedia. Goyle Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP, higher grade fuels, excellent for modern engines and all vehicles. Goyle, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
Goyle is good energy. Seven-made range of products. When I'm powerful.
CEO. Why is this?
Every Ghana my this year, Musum put into me. Enemy were drawn was swa if we tinated her center one, Bedemam. Your friend tinated Westbow Capsule, Coco Nado Crow, who is in a yoya, we am a team, and I say a Jumadinti, a mat what I say, I'm a when you see a problem. Who here tinated Westbow Capsule, Car when Shana when ya, what's your shade, and I'm soon to own to me now nice one. Who here tinated Westbow Capsule, will be a honor Coco, on to me, Embo, and yet there was away. Who here tinated Westbow Capsules, tinated Westbow Capsules, a tinated her center, and Aquafaba.
Hey, tinated ambassador no I know what you and your miss students are may use laptop many say me who are you I didn't use me west nansa na me hu me so me de ene ne
many are buying kasakra who here tinated Hayan Herbal Capsule Hayan Herbal Capsule and no enebejo say what na computer chi evie bebre ama wanya any problem who here tinated Hayan Herbal Capsules
Hayan capsules
yes tinated Hayan Herbal Capsules
e de me papa wa drive articulator ache anajo a ohu kwan so yie no ene me nya be ma pusa nani ma nani akwa ohu hye no ene se no na beji me ni mebusia
ayo tinated Hayan Herbal Capsules eno ene beje woni wabusia e ba be bom ho ban afri eni ya de nkitinkiti a adokoro wo eni wabusia wa wa hye space ache ama hu ade ye ana wo ready e wo so de book ni ba wanim ana hu ade wa tiri wo hia tinated Hayan Herbal Capsule e ye dron waso a tinated Herbal kroya akofa aba ode abro se emwo na nti wani so ema wani so na ho embie wani so ja ne hu ade ye tinated Westbow Capsules eni tinated Hayan Herbal Capsules eti usisi no na ebie wani so han electricity
ade pano no kofa bae wasan de 3CP papa ebebua efie bia aba mese ade pa de etwamu da wo de 3CP egu nsomu dware a ebo ho ban efi muamoa ho fa 3CP efre so huru wanu anopa bia na ma wo se ho ban wonu aduane na eja ana esohie ehyewo a fa 3CP efre so fifa so eno ano no wo shewu wi a fa 3CP efra eso fifa so na bebua obebre 3CP ehye pimples empompo ekro na ekum kro ene mrimu ya wonso 3CP so de die enye na wo drugstores bia mu atufo nko Adepa pharmacy ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi frɛ 0302 664 832 Kumasi Adepa pharmacy ewa dum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo.
Looking for quality packaging and print labels, noodle and food boxes, tissue boxes, beverage holders, paper and gift bags and more? Contact JK Industry and Investments Limited, the leading manufacturers of all packaging materials and print labels. Call or WhatsApp us on 0246 396 277 or send an email on info@jkglobal.com. JK Industries and Investments Limited, everything to anything paper.
Apusia wa hiyo, apusia wa Shadia kakra, afuni udia kochi kakra, yakano, onana. Yeah, rent to own. Yes, of course, rent to own a new hobby. Cities and habitats are Womani Plan City Extension Project. I come to my Mamadi rent to own ban. We get the +1 package and your lifeline package. A warm workers when you fear and now fully service plots. I will know beer any man's will beer.
Who say a rent to own a free cities and habitats and have a planned cities extension projects.
And Chahu, Mamadi Bia, sober friend number 0577 911 101
and a 055-553-0300.
Afe 055-705-4635.
Website no a new Accra.city and now say Project Management Center was Central University Campus, Metro, Pram.
The Plan Cities Extension Project.
Shaping Ghana's urban future.
Say you can Dominion herbal powder and immune system and then kwabo wo ni peduam ni yeden na ne senti wo tadi ya resun kunimu a ehu adanse bi ni o
adon dey fine pa manum bi tina me di ho adanse no enya yesi me say
Dominion herbal powder de ninia enya amanfo adanse enti na me kanfo ne aye ewo me ni peduam no eburo madwen ene menti ase so emma Dominion herbal powder empa wo hu da biara da
asem no na da ho no Dominion herbal powder enuanso anya wonsu ohie wo tea cup mu na de atreketo ase biagumu wo twanse ti yanum wawie Angels Dominion Herbal Center won kokko ene de aba apemfo aba tan mo manufo ene nkwada woni fiedum ye ne de wonka ho dodo afre 054 315 8195
FDA agi edwadie nkratoɔ yi atum
Cocoa Dairy Free Coconut Milk.
Cocoa Dairy Free Coconut Milk. Yekube America, oboadie duaba kube ene yedi aye. Se wudi guti ana koko mua. Embo apo enti ema no pe duane ye kra behwa ankasa. Calcium ni vitamin D2 a ewo mu no. Emma wosi ni wondompe mu yedin. Vitamin D12 no nso boa ma wo moja no di efusane. Cocoa die eduaba na yedi aye. Na Vegetarian Society a ewo UK agya tumpefi. Cocoa Dairy Free Coconut Milk. Jibaku sesia. Etufo free telephone 027-444-0180. FDA ahwehwe sa edwadie nkrato yi mu agya tum sɛ ye.
Cocoa Dairy Free Coconut Milk.
Mr. and Mrs. Me mama praise the Lord.
Hey, Pastor.
Hallelujah. The treasure de mu sitemu yi a na nwa bio ne wobekwa akoro nyina atotwa.
Hey, Pastor, if we say me kunu fa mermaid CB men's capsules. Na me so me no ma de CB women's capsules a wo kire yen no. Enija be fie pa.
Praise God, praise God.
CB men's capsules. Abesa me mpem mreye ene me dwunso mu yale ene oba no so na ho kika na wo fom no. Ene na yase a aya na ye ne ya na fichi krobremu no. CB women's capsules abeyi ni nyina firi so.
Maye ka mesi mi da de munti. Me rapon ya na obefie.
Nka me nko
CB men and women capsules. Susie Herbal Center Ghana man me madam ase apemfo abatan wo mo manufo ne mofra wo ni fie dumienu nka ho. Our pharmacies chemical and herbal shops nyina mu. Etufo frɛ Susie Herbal Center 0247 11 16 71. After 0246 57 87 50.
CB men and women capsules.
Ubadun so feel. Hey, you also. FD ahwehwe edwadie nkratoe mu agiatum.
Yo, wake up to a fresh morning. National Agenda, your #1 morning show.
107.1 sini ha ye Oman FM. Da bon krata enu nsem na ye de ma wano pay. Ma menya akon atena ase. Baransa na no nkomo e wokrom vice president na sema wode atodwa efa omanyi ekwan e betumi afa so na yenya fanwo a efo na yetumi e de ama eniema hodo a ekoso a ye ho kire no etumi aba fom na titiru ene fanwo ho nsem no na ni nyina mu no na no ada odi mu nkire mu e de aba aba anopay ye be di sa nkomo no papa na ya hwe but abena yankuanim
yo Ghanaian Times the Bokrata no na ekrami na story kese when him no say gold for oil program from January 1 Bank of Ghana to buy 20% refined gold from mining companies for purchase of oil for Ghanaian market. Until uko page 17 ehonum
ena asem no ewo de meya ne say we ye krata ena ono nso de ote ye watwero but vice president nankasa numu asem wo hafa wo pen no paper na okane nyina hwia then what translate e de amame sebe ya enkoye say ne e wo krata enum no a wo ka ho asem no ebia na nyesa ena okane no
when crowd here or fan from the angle of minister we share natural resources so our taxi mining companies say what Oman money say every January 1 econo say omo to gold no and so omo refine gold no a emu 20% of omo bopin aduonu no omo farmer Bank of Ghana and no mu na ban de bekwa kwato oil no dia ba
may that say be fruitful and multiply and then replenish on the earth includes procreation, production or producing after your kind, as well as doing things that will cause growth and multiplication to the world. Ideas, actions, and all that you are saying, they are through. Now, make Moseo kind of way at the buy a fan comedy idea. But Yentie Vice President.
Beyond the IMF, however, we have to look for fundamental solutions to some of our problems. As our foreign exchange reserves have declined, the depreciation of the cedi, as I have noted, has accelerated. A major source of cedi depreciation has been the demand for foreign exchange to finance the import of oil products. In fact, our import of oil products is around $3 billion annually. Persistent cedi depreciation increases the cost of living with higher prices for fuel, transportation, utilities, food, and so on. Many governments, including ours, are facing a very difficult economic crisis that requires solutions that must come out of the box. How do we stop the depreciation? How do we stop the persistent increases in the prices of fuel and utility? We have been thinking about this long and hard. When you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, the challenge that we face is a limited access to foreign exchange, as our foreign exchange reserves have depleted and the demand has not fallen, but the demand has been relatively steady for that lower foreign exchange reserves. And so the demand exceeds the supply, and then you have depreciation. So the thinking that we said, okay, how do we get in more foreign exchange reserves for the country to be able to stem this gap between the demand and the supply? One of the things that occurred to us and to me was, why aren't we able to accumulate reserves in terms of gold? We have focused on accumulating reserves over the years in terms of US dollars and other currencies. But gold is a foreign exchange reserve. And the unique feature of gold is that we are endowed with gold. We produce gold in Ghana, which means you don't have to export gold to earn that foreign exchange. You have to export cocoa, you have to export timber and other goods, foods and so on, to earn the foreign exchange. With gold, immediately you dig it up, it is foreign exchange. So you are essentially digging up foreign exchange. So I said, let me check how much gold we have accumulated in Ghana thus far. And when you look at the data between independence and 2021, we had accumulated just 8 tons of gold. 8 tons. We are one of the largest gold producing countries in the world. But we had accumulated 8 tons. When I looked at the United States, they have over 8,000 tons. The IMF, many other countries in Europe are dealing with gold reserves of over 2,000 tons. And we have 8 tons of gold. We proceeded to say the Bank of Ghana, we suggested to the central bank to begin a gold purchase program systematically to build up our reserves in gold. And the gold program started last year, and it is proceeding quite well. But to address this fundamental challenge that we all face of the persistent depreciation and its impact on fuel, in utility prices, food, and so on, government has opted to implement a policy of using our gold to buy oil products. That is something new, and it is the barter of sustainably mined gold for oil. And this is one of the most important economic policy changes in Ghana since independence. If we implement it as we have envisioned, it will fundamentally change our balance of payments and significantly reduce the persistent depreciation of our currency with its associated increases in fuel, electricity, water, transport, and food prices. Why would it stop these persistent increases in fuel, water, and food prices? It is very simple. This is because the exchange rate, whether you are looking at the spot exchange rate or the forward exchange rate, will no longer directly enter the formula for the determination of fuel or utility prices once we implement this, because the purchases of fuel and for transport and utility is going to be in cedis. It's not going to be in dollars. So because you're buying that fuel with gold, that is where the exchange takes place. But once you sell that fuel, you sell it in cedis. And then the Bank of Ghana uses those cedis to buy more gold and buy the oil, you sell it, and then it goes around in that way. But essentially, you are taking the exchange rate out of the equation. Today, our fuel prices are being priced at an exchange rate, a forward exchange rate of 19 cedis to the US dollar. Today, what we are paying at the pump is being priced at 19 cedis to the US dollar. So you can imagine when you price without the exchange rate in the formula, which is what is going to happen. We've already done some simulations. Then you will see that the prices of fuel will come down. And similarly, for PURC, if the exchange rate doesn't enter the equation, which it shouldn't because the transactions will be in cedis, similarly, then electricity tariffs will also have to come down. Because what you are now going to see, because one of the biggest, when you look at what drives fuel price increases, what drives electricity price increases, and therefore the cost of doing business, it's fundamentally the exchange rate. Major driver of these price increases. So if you are able to have a handle on the exchange rate movement, you are able to lower the depreciation of the currency at the same time as you lower this. And you are going to lower the depreciation of the currency because instead of the oil importers, especially the BDCs, going to the Bank of Ghana's window every few weeks to ask for foreign exchange to import oil, that one goes away. So we are saving $3 billion annually from the lack of demand from the Bank of Ghana for the foreign exchange. So that reduces the pressure on the cedi immediately. And therefore you will see much slower depreciation of the currency. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, since we announced this, I put this out on my Facebook. There's been a lot of discussion with the BBC, Reuters, Bloomberg, and some misinterpretation. This has been misinterpreted as Ghana being against the use of US dollars in international transactions. This really is not the case. We are not on any mission against the use of US dollars in international transactions. Far from it. In fact, we want to accumulate more US dollars in our reserves. But we have a specific issue to deal with oil imports and the nexus between those oil imports and the prices of fuel and transport and food and utilities. And that is essentially what we are targeting, to exchange our gold for the oil, take that path, and therefore insulate the domestic economy, domestic industry from the persistent depreciation that we see in the currency that affects the cost of doing business and the cost of living. So that is hopefully cleared.
Shaping the nation. Oman.
That was the Vice President. And Ode Asemi Etuja. Abana nyakuyankuyanim.
Yo, mampani abedi eche Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ena yetie nene. Na dia woka nyina ne se ye foreign exchange reserve no ba na eba form. Na eno nsunti ena se Ghana cedi no eno soso na ahoden aba form papa.
Sɛ sika ye woda hɔ a yabo ano asasem ba eno ena ye edina ye chi no aba form to aso.
E decline che se eba form. Na ye nyina soso enim se ye Ghana cedi no soso se eni ahoden. Na ni nyina no soso eye se yesisa ye dollar no a ewo ye foreign exchange reserve ni mu a na eno ne de ma BDCs no na wo mo de akwa fango e de aba omeyi emu enti afibia no Vice President chese $3 billion ena ye de ekokokra fango de ba omeyi mu enti baby a dollar na ho odin gina no eno na determine se yekofa oil no e ba ye de beton enti na de biara da Ghana ha no ye fu obo kosoro nso so a transportation kosoro, aduane kosoro, utility nkania ne nsuo nso na eno nso ekosoro. Enti nkomodidi akoso ena omu bi se omu ho sei. Enti anyem bi ekwan be ne ebefa so asade yi. Ye betumi ayi afiri ho na Ghana fo ye ho beto yen. Esan se de bia no akwakoba ne se sika ye de chase dollar no esha. Na obi anso so nim se baby a demand no CD supply bia no na kire se ahokire ena aba. Enti na wo mo dwene ho se ne adenti na efri ya mpontem reso ye tu gold na ye tu ye gold no a na ye de kwa amono na ye de akwakwage dollar na ye de aba ye de sa gold no mom ekọ na ye de kokwaje oil no ebeye yi ana enti wo se ene nkomodidie die bebre akoso ama wo mo asigina yesese die Bank of Ghana for ansakra na Bank of Ghana for wo mo ba be yesa gold purchase business no en na san komodidie nyina ekoso enti afei Bank of Ghana for no ato gold ni bi ekwan be na ye be fa so ye de gold ni be kwa amonone na ye betumi ede anya fango ede aba na eno no betumi aboa ma ye sidi no a depreciate anasa na hoden eba fom no e betumi afiri ho eno ena wo mo ede sa enhye ye aba sesia no wo ye ne say ye foreign exchange reserve no ye de dollar na begumu na ye de dollar no ena ebekwa tua fango ka ede aba no ye de gold ni mom ekọ na ye de koje wo ye ni mom ba eno soso betumi aboa ye pa se de be ya sa wo sese ekwan a ye fa so a ye tofu ode ba omen emu a ye be yi dollar no afri mu na ye sidi no soso ebetumi anya ahoden eno enwo asem ena na no ode to ni Facebook yi na Vice President sanso kan se sie ya ye ka se amofa se BDCs no Eco Bank of Ghana no mo kwakoje dollar e de akwakọ fango de aba omen mu a rate no ejina 19 cedis to a dollar 19 cedis to a dollar ene de ma wo mo de kro enti se wo mo kokofa fango ne ba se de tie bia no ne bo no ebe kosoro enti na no de ko to ni Facebook say near Ghana buying a say Bank of Ghana ebe accumulated gold reserve and I say a gold dua ye wono ebe dosho na ye de no akwakoto oil e de aba meimu no osi nipa bebre no antiase ebinom say ye ne say de Ghana 4% omo che say omo fa dollar nya hwe nya sem fa ha bebre osi enye sa na tie na mmom eni daso no ana setirimupo no ene say ye di ye hu dwa e wo wiasa fa na nyina no ye nso ye kwan a ye befa so ama Ghana for ye ho beto ye ne titiriw ene fango no ane bo kosra bibia bo kosro no enti ena aban etu sa na mo enti emu nkyeremu amufa wode emaye eno no
Mame nkwa ma no so na Ora Alfred Boahen a consultant at the oil marketing companies wo Ghana ha or can industry players no ye hwe se nia vice kan ho asem yi omoje ne sen ogiri se ye work abo opani ye mo ache
ya eja
boko de
nyame ado moko
okay ya da se anopei se waje enso na ye ba bedi nkom megiri se Fisa Vice at the to ne social media handle and on the Facebook wall. Na fi o sha se so di hon komo no so nkomo die e koso ewom. Momenti ase mo no ebetumi aye adwuma.
Of that's I think say move no idea Vice President dia abano enye fofrosa na purely financing idea no dia abano nia opese o kan se wo ko market akwakoye negotiation na se wo ko to bibi na se wo so wo bibi a sombo a ututumi digina wachi na ma wo mu ayedu nti wo kasa na onim se meto ena onim se fu on ye to no 2 weeks ye to no 2 bi weekly ye to e world market no ohwe platinum 2 weeks na ye to no nti se ye koto the next 2 weeks dia e wo ye nim na se ye gold e wo value very good value na wo di kogina kira the next time ye betum no na affect market na senia de bi e ka se dollar akosro we akosro nti yemfu ono so kosro no na my some stability in the market nti no de adia say wo market na wo do na say good mouth have value no dia utumi de kwa na ma market no so yes you buy local marketer enye say e kosro world market nti no ane no so kosro e kosro world market nti no so kosro nti sana tie.
Oh, okay. Maminti we asinti said ya woken say e ba se bia ya ntumi anya gold no dodo said ya no o kan no dia na chese nya de be adwuma
na ohun say wo to a unim say wo 1 month 2 months stock wo ha enha bulk distribution companies no omon korase so omon kwakope we dollar ato no so hadwen ma wo say omunnim ne ebesi wo chena enti o ton ade no ekwa no ope dollar rate na wo ho no na odi ayeden odi ato enti e matem bia no muni uncertainty e wo market nim no yen customers na etua me pa cho tiase
metiase
uncertainty e wo market nim yen customers na etua ni okwakoto no onim so chena obetumi anya the same value of dollar kwakoto a ogi ntika wo ha enti meso meto a na ese me betum wo pump ho se ni ameso menya misika na me lose the value of my investment and my business nim. This is stability bar, financing stability bar. Ebema obi aso to me plan is at least for next 1 month no. Yen to lorry firm and I yen to flu omo na ba lorry firm na command de kofa duane ba no so aye den akosro. Amania ode efaka free akotema no so akosro. Stability is what we are looking for. The financing structure and stability in the market.
Maminti we yase se BDCs no omo individual payment we no o hwa omo be den na omo tumi take advantage ewo gold aye de e consensus obi atua ne sika enko
obi atua ne nko but sika kesi omutua no ni nyina afa Bank of Ghana o de we yi ma bank o de o invoices no nyama na bank no na bank na ye transaction on your behalf. It is a bank no good rate, stable rate Bank of Ghana the manual because of war reserves unim say may your oil this number millions of tons na may ye diaba for this period. manya ho sika me wo good reserves e betumi abɔ ho bra na chesama enye volatile into mean cost from my form into cost from my form or some stability how the bigina so ayesa planning
na chesa beto ase a seba se wo de wo payments and document my Bank of Ghana kwan ono be fast we tua de wo de order bra Bank of Ghana say e settle kwan akofa oil
yes settle na kokoye na o rate o de be ma no enye different too different from me no de ma wo no into ma wo plan you nim say o adena den stable na dollar ye 13.1 in 2 weeks time na be 13.2 into nye BBA cost will be pre na 13.1 they say about 12.9 na a bit easy but we can na 16 17 18 na ma o sika ni nyina asote into oni bia besuru nti na ama market ni BBA cost ro.
Oh, okay. Enti seba se etumi aye adwuma na kire se the stability ebeba dollar ene cedi no so ama prices and so stabilize.
Sa na beye se ye wo good no nti na ebinom bi o good reserve so say na no ina UK fo bi o good reserve so na yehu sa good na de no matter so ene mom sika na ye den e wo stability no o ma me o good bi se ne bag mu a e ma o we e ma o we friends stability e ma hu so wo sika bi se ba bi nti sana o kan nti se ye wo bi o ho de a na ye good reserve there and na ye good way man say betumi ama market na aye stable financially say me koto ade a otena me san kwakoto fofra e san say me de me good na ye nti no reserve no ma me nya the market nya so we ebe na ye stable ama me na ma bibia so e fa dollar so no bibia e fa exchange rate so na no so betumi a plan say ebe kusi end of December no metumi nya dollar of 13 point this 12 point this na amount to me plan and as say into me fan plan na dey customers ya na ebitua
metwasia because gold na ye international commodity nintina ebebo ana because eba na sa ebesan affect ye dollar cedi no so e wo krom ha na
am say no na waka no internationally accepted commodity inti senior dollar so international abe international currency a we no so wo bia u digwa na nim say ade we untumi mfansi me so me di we na esi akire na me dollar rate no yese na saa na be ye kosi se bosumi beso saa na be kosi sa fi beso na also unsi achi ba no the insurance I want your good reserve no into be master stability na ba it's purely financing structure.
O can say we no purely finance but see the gold a be exchange for oil no say o ten sa better na possible
the value of the gold, the value of the dollar the common currency the trade you know and say who will be now unim say me bie me die so a eno so ma me confidence bia e ma wunsuro o kwa koye negotiation a wunsuro inti sen na yewo na oni value so yesen inti say betumi amanye na at least 1 month 2 months 3 months stability a unim so wo be boa wa oh yeah o say the value of me gold no also so any dollar you know so rate and also ain't change bebre because it will level be also so be on a level into also level be are confident say very very okay.
Omanfm. Now we can say payment in a Bank of Ghana na eye enti and once all day onioma kwa Commander Bank of Ghana and so ISA payment ni na the amount ba say sa arrangement we koswa ye hwe ni mo say bia e de fu abo beba form
form no any ebeba no the consistency say yinim ni ayede planning into say to the next cycle na ebeba no a okoto a unim say ebeba bedru ha na obe start aton market no na value no a ode to ye na dollar exchange rate ade to ye no e move bebre say e follow say all other things being equal economics ye can no say yes dia na ama ye nsusu enya stability or ha say fuel prices enya den enko soro senior econo because unim why would the BBS ho a ema wo confidence ema o price and okoto no obe banen cost bebre anase eso enti bebre
mami musa we twa to ntini a ye hu ni sesei moko na moba no e affect mo business e bia e ma mo mfa so hihim
etisika no so pa uto 13,500 liters na enra na ye 20,000 Ghana cedis say uba na bia 13,500 no 9,000 and 20,000 betumi ato na ti working capital so very very way to me to track one track of 13,500 liters and they say to me to 9,000 to me to 4,500 into my marketers and also see nyina so te wonyi bibia na so te because price dey cost too much into quantity to me to na so te or working capital na so te into obia we filling station is see a way untumi nto 27,000 liters say na utumi to because the same amount na swati the value no to me to na swati
Zabo hemame na wase na ebrepem ye enkomo ya hwase ye besan aba ne din ede Ora Fred Boahen is a consultant ewo oil industry no na ye ne din komo dependable herbal home for eboya no pay na wape onu pa no bi ato adom malake adom queplex adom natural man capsules and adom ladies care capsules enura adwuma pa anti pebi nato obetumi afre 0242223555 dependable herbal home for Adaroma Goyle ye ka marketing oil marketing company Ghana ha omadwuma so anipa omfan wo di gu kemu a edo kodo aba na ewa hoden a Goyle de yankasa ye dia enti okwa akoto a na wakai se nye mfaso bebre no omope se Ghana ye ka se wa ha no ahoden etumi bem ubufuela fu ani kire Goyle na niema enye kama emfa emao Spanish garlic mixture garlica ye den haban ani nuaba afra amani hwana ba fom na emom na hoden no ewo soro ope garlic pa na se obi anso pe san se garlic de adwuma no wani mu your friend Spanish garlic mixture for 0266 114 111 0266 114 Franco Trading Enterprise amen control say and they Black Friday no woma hyase e ko nanimu akopem 3rd of December enti ko na niema hodo a woma twe agu ha F no ko pebi eto one main office no adabraka on the Roxy Cinema and ehwe animu Samsung and afi Nokia any phones ahodo a wohwehwe nyina wo TV ene niema akeka ka ho nyina na yatete so enti bomodin na kofre 0558 106241 0558 106241 na one Franco Trading Enterprise for no so enkodi enkomo keke enkomo e wo fie no
yeah mejidi say early days yet complex kakra for example me graphic headline front page also from January next year government will exchange gold produced locally for a portion of the petroleum needs of the country. Exchange there. Say I say there would gold no now they are kwaji oil or can say butter trade. Yeah, they kai like all minerals. I buy a chefan or war fem goody a yetu no. So dear a year abai diano a year by chefano. Yeah, ye no in kind.
Keke my uncle Nana Kwesi Ewaho ono no ye managing director ewo PMMC.
Okay.
Na yankonkone no eni gold ho enkomo openi ya mwache.
Meje usimi abem na boko de.
Boko na onso aye.
Adomarakwa.
Okay, yeah, that's no pay. Me gidi say vice president nkomo a ewokru mu a edi no enye den a esanse mo ho na gold ne fa no ho nkomodie bebre no a na akoso. Ne akoso no wonti ase mu no sen na obechirem.
Yo, me da se bebre na amemfa kwanya so nchia epiefo nyina ne Ghana man so. Ne edwuma oman moye eboa sao mindway wo dwumedia nanado dankwa ne vice president a mukuta mindway mu omoye ama mindway etum efano eye directives abano so wo hwe directives na past directives no eye me honorable minister so abujina po the issue is concerning a gold for oil program no. And say a binding she aba a be shafie January 2023 ye sika kokwa ye wo man mu no ye de bigina so na ye de tumi secure refined petroleum tree. Ohwe ye petroleum products ye de ba Oman mu a usumi bia no ye hia ikadodo be $400 million worth answer you to me I import a petroleum product no na eno ka ho bi and ma pressure e ba city no so because empem bebre no omo kra oil de ba no eya no mo pe dollar no anso mo tumi tuaka enti eno na ban tena ase dwindwin ho an hu se ye wo gold o man mu aden na yen tumi engina sa gold no so na yenye arrangement dia anka ye de gold no ebeji oil no sa no sa busumi bia ye $400 million no esubika enti eno so nti na san hihye we abano
na maminti we ase enti apart from directives e dey amam no gold no na ye tam dey akoma oil company ye call GB1 ho no ana e be sen ho na omanfo nti ase no ye pese ye ti ase
yo ebi mu wo ho oil companies na IOTs no ebi mu wo ho first of all enye local oil companies there be your international oil trading companies, that is the IOTs. Ebi ni BP, ebi ni Enoch, omodos bebre, omo supply BDCs no with oil eba kuma. Na ebi mu wo ha omo aye they've expressed interest say either say omo beji gold no ana say ye beton gold na enya dollars no na edi etu omo ka. Asa me ka oti ase enti no enkoba ne se busumi bia no e wo se chinchina Bank of Ghana $60 okruma abranka eno an se ye top gold no ye beton no in cedis oto in cedis no wa ton no in dollars ana se the obese oginu in gold no so no now the amount so it's only a matter of valuing the gold because gold no e wo border that and every day the gold prices e adia obi anim international commodity to be any the no kasa no pay gold prices is about 1751 per ounce. So in Janya dia obetum bi ese enti unya gold duduo say na unim say o kra oil duduo say a eno an say ye value gold no na ye hu oil a eba na eno an no.
Oh, okay, not just arrangement no idea e koso da ma minti we ase say ba se wo kan say wo beton gold na wo dey akwa akotua no na say bia time a wo pese wo ton gold no enya yi a na wo twen a emma sika no bi ma meka because obi sika de eche wo ho a wo tran e bia price e wo world market no ofin say wo form to wo twen kakra se be page no ansa na wakwa akotua nipa no mfa cost ni bi nka ho There because some supply oil now, more credit period. In JBR, depending on negotiations, obi or supply or back catch us in 30 days, major misika, and I say in 45 days, major misika, and I say in 60 days, major misika. Some running on the bema. Into what it means is that you have 60 days within which to turn around whatever gold you have in order to pay for the oil. Oh, okay. Until Usha,
any spot transaction.
Okay, not just say Nipano de Nani ato gold no so ena or de Niamano mouse say drew honma.
Very good. In the anya say medema wa na wuti aka there be. Medema na mama umre setu aka.
Okay, maminti we ase $400 million ye hia no bosumi bia for say ye de bekra oil no ye betumi anya sa gold no bosumi bia
minia ebro mpo gold the woman mu a free Ghana ha kwa ma no ne no bro. Me no say both large scale and small scale sector alone this year, up to the end of as at the end of October, they had done over $5.2 billion of gold. The small scale sector alone accounted for close to $1.1 billion. Gold they free Krumako.
And the 20% now office and I'm leading na moato until more no more the cities na beto.
And patrol BOG at the cities na beto size kana.
Okay. Said you okay do close to the year abano. So also share 20% na enka ebe kobe sign for Oman.
Okay. Also, who say we know is not for only the large scale miners, small scale sector also. And you know, it will be more than enough to cater for a oil Accra oil about mine.
Yeah, can as a responsibility about all these years. Some follow who gold do I to near echo and then you was a buy what yansaka.
Patrol be our question, Nibio.
Mibusa say all these years, Osha office and I'm not follow gold do I and saka large scale and small scale gold do I if you may money and saka.
Data no, in fact, no Catano say, may share data is here. Data no in 2018, 84,751 kilos, 2018. 2019, we did 106,331 kilos. In 2020, we did 101,000. In 2021, we did 95,966. And in 2022, so far, 88,000. This is just for the last year.
We know your export and we the bar Ghana.
We exports. Ghana the gold in Ghana ho. Gold in Ghana ho. Because gold no the omutu bia no ekọ. Afi na binding hyehyɛ aba ye gold refineries here Oman for the very first time. Gold refineries Oman aban A2 and amount say beyond the refineries, you know, you better say LBMA certification. I bet me refine your gold. You to me directly on the international market because you see, I know the woman say gold the free hebiano. It ends up at a refinery outside Ghana. But a buying way the shishabia bar me no say refinery ni si ho. It's mechi ha is here my office. It's mechi ha is here me no say. To me, 400 kilos of gold a day.
Enti near ye tunu Ghana ha nyina no aban royalties ya na the kan eba mo office na ba cash and say gold.
And patrol royalties no emra and a shisha to. That's one. Number two, and they say so better royalties aban way the a body be by a friend of Minerals Income Investment Fund, MIF. Royalties are I was say omutie nyina a comment for MIF ne manage royalties no into a star and your gold. Into sanka buy pay royalties in gold then the church say and Brano was says.
Oh, okay, not just say a gold idea was yes some Brano.
And Patrani.
Share gold do anya and any I pese ye bosumi bia 400 million dollars a free mu ya. Say obi before fra was the gold ya e benya bia to hide be.
Patrani because the woman say so be kaya a free June 2021 afi abesin kono. Bank of Ghana started a program, the domestic gold purchase program. Before then, no, the last time Bank of Ghana and Oman we saw gold so more show up on reserves was sometime in the 80s. No bia yes I don't know. But a buy we buy no see there be. The way a reason kono. A mine degree stock up on gold. But yen so na produce gold no. Tia den na yen pe kwan bi so na yen show up your gold reserves no. Enti enam eno so nti no Bank of Ghana started sa domestic gold purchase program. Na me no ka say ometumi atobi akama akokna reserves no ho. Enti reserves de wo ho no de eno yen fa yen sanka. Pacho eno maminsi subio. On my way gold reserves e wo ho no enka program we no. Eno de wo ho. Eda ho a yen fa yen sanka kra. Dia ye di be ye adwuma no ye dia which goes still in production a year better. Into the bioji to every year gold reserves no and casa program with.
Okay, statement say what ye year near can say gold that ye be used to no a refined gold. Say machine I can was machine say refined gold.
And pacho ya here, but it is waiting to be commissioned. But ya yet first runs be
mining companies no se base ye shase a ye be show mo say was on be refine gold o.
And in fact, even before this, the chamber which represent the mining companies, Omaba, the inspector facility, they are okay with it. They have some due diligence. We also as we are speaking, that due diligence processes are ongoing because say almost they have shareholders. Beyond shareholders, they have international obligations. So there's an international regulatory framework for mining companies or more Kuma. And in line with those regulatory framework, also due diligence on the refinery. It is taking place.
Mpempi dia na ye kan se ye niema ye de kwa amano no nyina ye de ro no na ekọ nti na ban ye nhihye we no ye nhye se obi a betu gold o Ghana ha bia o se refinance na wo de akọ.
Enyenche, you see idea enyenche, but once everything becomes operational, it will be in their own interest to do so. It's say, share a whole tax benefits na bebre. The whole tax benefits near bebre. Naturally, if they say they be in raw form, you'll be more inclined say over refine it and Saudi Arabia because of its tax benefits.
Refinery Ghana buying and only 100%.
And part of there be a joint venture, a partnership. Yeah, a sea refinery. In Ghana buying 20% as of now, and then 80% to the investor. This is a project we started as far back as 2018. It started as far back as 2018. Na COVID by na a delay a whole progress kakra. And sometime this year and the BIA area or construction or fix a year machines ni BIA or test runs ni BIA. The test runs no ma the Honorable Deputy Minister, Honorable Duka Ababeke, almost the Ghana Chamber of Mines, almost Ababeke, almost Obodi. Idea via a big way is answer how you can and then is always raw material going, but a man way narrative, so that Yankasa be able to me I refine it you go or my.
Sadia wokan ebia na nkwankwa ye nhye wo hwe package e wo ho no asen na ebe attractive e de ama omo a omo to gold wa ha se e wo so mo refine no wa ha dan to omo de be ko ba bi foforo.
Me say mu say first of all si am no ka say enye nhye na say wo hwe current tax regime na it will be more beneficial to you to refine before you export than to refine dory, a raw gold. Even before I buy, instead say, okay, all gold must be refined in country. The tax incentive alone for refinery should motivate you to refine here. So, I buy introduce 30% retention policy. The idea, which is still valid, was that 30% of all gold produced by the mining companies will be refined here. this is entirely different from the 20% gold that I say Oman Central Bank. No. But I saw what you say. Good. So the 30% to be refined in Ghana is entirely different from the 20% I buy, say, on Emma Bank of Ghana. So those are two different schemes. The idea behind the 30% gold retention is to provide raw material for the refineries here. Because until, say, before we get LBA certification, you need to meet certain requirements. One of those requirements is that you must be refining a certain volume in a year for 3 years. In order to meet those volumes, you need supply. And that supply can only come from the large-scale mining companies. And in China, that 30% needs to go through. And that 30% really, because you need to do at least 10 tons a year for 3 years. And 10 tons, which figures are for the large scale alone. For this year, before I finish, we've done 88,000. 10 tons is only 10,000. So that guarantees the needed supply volumes for the refinery towards the LBMA certification. So once LBMA certification comes in, then we are in a position to say, what the gold in the core amanonia, you end up at an LBMA refinery. See, LBMA refinery, you will be a chrome higher. So what is the motivation for you to incur additional cost in terms of transporting the gold by air to that refinery, when you can simply refine here at an equally certified LBMA refinery?
Now we can tax incentives. Now we share this year budget here. Abai cancer baby economy no namno. Enya dia yedisi kabi bechi chese bi adwuma wo ba be dia wo kan eyemra e wo hodada ana se bibi foforo.
Eyemra e wo hodada enya de foforo. Eyemra e wo hodada enya de foforo.
Okay, and
when I say tax incentive, the point I'm making is that OSHA current tax regime now, it says that for if you export unprocessed gold, which is gold doré or raw gold, there's a withholding tax of 1.5%. What it means is that if you refine the gold before you export, you don't have to pay that tax. So it is not a tax incentive properly so-called buying or Debbie. You are just looking at the tax law to arrange your affairs such that you don't have to pay that tax. As I'm Kawati as here. The only raw gold also your tax 1.5%. But I need to 99.99 24 cards. Now they require you don't have to pay the 1.5%. You pay all other charges.
Said you're okay.
You are creating value. In essence, you'll be creating value in country.
Okay, Mammy too. Yes, Major said you're okay, and TSA, but I was said you compare if you said Sebase 1.5. Tax incentives I de mao e wo bra wo de o refine wo ha no nya de a wo betua no do compare ni mienu a de he na e bebo o man no
o refine wo ha when you create value in here and no e bebo o
adentia
because you are creating value in country. You are not sending it out there.
The effect in be say insurance no be saying
Ninsun and so on say, and next, old pound gold, old pound gold, a gold, ne someone two factors may determine 1 year weight, 2 year purity. gold Doria woman, it ranges between 20 to 23 carats, and yet 24 carats. Into gold the free mine echo is between 20 to 23 carats. Now, share for example, 1 kilo 22 carats, 1 kilo of gold 2 carats. Now 1 kilo of gold 24 carats. The 1 kilo 24 carats, although I'm the same weight, 24 carats is more expensive than 22 carats. Actually, I make a watch here. Good. So in that vein, you create more value in country than say what they call Akoma, another refinery out there. In any case, refinery in here one, you are creating jobs, you are making sure the refinery survives, and you are in a position to buy that gold directly.
Oh, okay. Yadi ankomo no ekɔ na wie yenti onti asiemu no ehye bia ban eye e de afa fanwo ene ye gold no ho no dodo a ye betumi atɔ no bosome bia no eyade a sanhye no e betumi akɔye ba $400 million na
tempatwane ni gidi pa se e be kɔye na ehun sunsanso no so donso because immediately no it will reduce the pressure on the city immediately. Because Sanka na share $400 million no edi akoto oil no. Titi anu gold no ho. Until you no longer need $400 million every month. Until what the effect will be that Ube will say it will bring stability to the city as against the dollar.
Now, Mebo, Bank of Ghana gold no mo office mo tona mo ama Bank of Ghana no. A Bank of Ghana na mam skama mo dia tana.
The program has to be effective from next year. BOG will be the one providing the CDs for it. But it's a cycle. Mami Chiromo, cycle no is very simple. The BDCs need dollars to buy gold, to buy oil. So dollars, in some cases, the BOG provides the dollars. It's an almost 30 or more dollar forex option. Sisiano, a buying share or day banner say, instead say, you be share $400 million, Yang and provide the gold, and then would use the gold to negotiate for the supply of the oil. So you take away $400 million all in all. Or more supply oil, they give credit lines between 30, 45, as much as even 60 days within which to pay for the oil. So the cycle is that once the oil is supplied, the first purchase will be financed by the central bank. Then, when the oil is supplied, the BDCs will distribute the oil, the OMCs will sell. Then the MPA would ensure, say, oil, petrol, or motor, diesel, all the CDs is gathered again and given back to the central bank. Actually, what is cycle now?
The central bank in your CD noir. No, they are ma PMMC. Now, more they are gold. Say gold in the better CDs.
That's it. Precisely the cycle. So there will be no need to go looking for dollars anymore. So what I say? There will be no need to go looking for dollars anymore.
Nana kwesi ewu amia no ase.
That's minia.
Yes, yeah, that's any nchiremu a wode ama ono na ye MD edema PMMC na ye ne no edi enkomo no asem no ye tie a. Keke mementi ase mu no. Se ba se OMCs no nya omo CD no a na omo de akoma Bank of Ghana e koje dollar na omo de akokra fanwo no. CDs no ba na Bank of Ghana de ama PMMC for na omo so de ato gold no ewo CDs that 20% no. na gold
no say gold no crying fans a Bank of Ghana ne beto but PMC ne be coordinate because
na Bank of Ghana at the OMC for sika na eto na gold na kogo no the gold no call for the oil no.
Yes, no the gold na ye guarantee for the oil because company say BP me nya sure say obetim dey gold akọ BP say what they call oil but I think say negotiating for the price of say the any panel edi kan na kasa no a kind BDC ni no be a wo de gold no be yin si chiba
pepepe
nama usika no mu aidu said the beya ka ebre ne bre no a so on said the okano ye turn window ya na kra nipa bi nti ase say e bia na obi akọ akoto product bi unya no price bi so within the window what the abadata nti adan na said na well market price of I did no cost ra obehwe no mo asa atum
da be go the omo nyesa
ewo Ghana
go omo nyesa
ba ni nyina ni gina said the won hihye no etie nti ya megiri said all kind of way to me and very different from original way now can say free break ye the gold be in say cheaper because amaya moment to gold no be cry no omo media ye in say cheaper the ama omo currency ama currency no ahoden so a stabilize it currency no ama the rate at which are depreciating no itimiba na ya me we nyina me ka no enti Bank of Ghana for da nsoso omunim sa de we na sidi depreciate ya amanfo aboka o
papa
amanfo aboka na ehihye nkrofo ho eni panin bi share over the weekend e free say ade ya ade ba be sisi so ya we lose be $12 million in terms of on the transaction or your CDs and necessary was at the kokoto and mind you and your munyina na or your cobeton obu o si factory obu auto machinery no aye projection ebia autoning phases ebia odru say ya esese ye the machines we ba ansa na beba no esese ne bank ebie else na dollars no echo enti bi ono no ni projection mu no why wasese se bia in 2 months time me transfer 10 million cedis but bank no ebe man no dollars na o ma transfer e de akoma the supplier no na o mo de enema say aba sa projections na wa ye ni nyina no because of depreciation na aba no just say we no or just so kokope that equivalent of CDs
Omanfm
eba be soso ansa na tumi aye ya so ye betena ha na ye ni abre na ye kansem na ye pachewa it is because affecting Crawford directly
Omanfm
na ebinum be buo enu aguo mo aso Bank of Ghana mo be ko ba na ya na ye elementary ideas ya express ye and a more sa babeye elsewhere central banks almost mid gold near day ayensi achiba mo currency
papa
no mo yamani ye na ye commodities e wa bia se mo kra na mo de ade ba na ba ye nhihye ya ye betumi atono in CDs ya betumi atono in CDs because or the saying gold companies say omo operations ni bi wo ha omo say fine now no say the PMMC penny kai ya the gold ni nyina akwama no ne ekokokoto ya the core refineries na akwakoto or can say this year you export to a value of about $5.4 billion. Meboa. Na mining companies no. Omo akwa akoton no mo anya omo dollars no mo de aba. So omo the dollars ba emu de omode ba be sa be hye operations mu ni ade no so omo be sesa ko cities ya me boa yes and the Bank of Ghana mbetimi abeka say omokra no ebi ye hu sa afi bia say Anglo Gold mo export to gold $1 billion ebi am cost of operations ni ade wo Ghana ha nyina eye bia be $600 million eno de
Omanfm
ebi am say here cities and amode aye enti am me emfa cities no nto because you would need cities for your operations unless ebi omo operations bia omo ntua cities but the near may be to and sa I think part of their way no
yeah so cities once our production wa hand they be used to cities and be
they be used to cities na enti wo mo hwe kwan a ebefa so na atimi aboa o man me de ade ba ko a Ghana o man yenye ho ade ene efem gudi enyankopon de adom ye ene kwan a efa so tu ene mfa so ade bre ya de bia maka for example say hwebra company private company bebre omo mpese omo tu gold no ede na omo ye Ghana ha ye gold ewo ha nyina no almost sanse gold de eni asase ase donko ya ewo asase eni ha ya wo de niam afifa so ane technology abanti ubehu ba bia gold wo in fact omo wo etu galam say kra omo ampo wo omo technology on betima ehu ba sana oil tie
dabi
ya nya sana oil tie epubunum ubeko sana why seismic even asase so ya asase so say Ghana you identify 6 regions you susu say oil and gas hydrocarbons kwanya ya faso di yem hwehwemu wasase mu hu say ye wono dodo in commercial quantities obetumi to a friend seismic data no ye na ya ukohwe technology ni sika ye de ya enya asem kuma enti the American say gold bauxite manganese ene oil ne hwehwe ene ho carbon enya the same eka but what the mention
the same car
ni to no the same other ni ya mra say mineral royalties nyina 10% na buy beje it doesn't make sense so be to oil na otua 10% it's say to otua gold etimi etua be 25 or 30% ya as royalty o enye corporate tax enti akrachefo lawyers fo bebrebe a wo mamu ha omosua mineral laws any NGOs bebrebe a wo ha asem bia wo modomo anokwa afutuo be na wo de ma e di advocacy and omo ye efa side we ho ya wutimi nka nkyere me say omo aka omo anum atum yinyira nya bibi ne jim because otherwise no you can't understand ya so unim processes are so the maka no ubeko Cape on 3 point Cape 3 points two a ubetu akopo nase ansa na ponase no wakwa drill about 3000 meters
Omanfm
edi niema kwahihye fom atu oil abano enye say dia wode ene mining companies no ya omokra they don't even invest omo ankaso omo nkonkotom vidie wakoje concession waye we no akope engineers and planners ene omo an tom vidie no mining companies in Ghana they don't even invest in equipment anymore because omo fi say ehun hia enti instead of services kakra ankrofo be ene underground mining kra omo nine omo nsanka
omo ne na mani ani ya
eno ane se omo de ama obi na nipa no akwaye enti enye operations omo no the risk enye de omo take so much risk and yet minerals ne ade a omo royalties ne ade omo tua no ene mra ya hihye bia no etise de ya ye ni nyina ape enti ase nim even me point in this Ghana say wo hwe ye mra esan say oil edika ye offshore no yedika discover ye offshore pobunu mu no emra na ye hihye ye ni nyina no efa saa de no now ye hwehwe oil ewo asase so ya eka ne bre ne bibia no enye the same and yet anidifo nyina tete ho unwo bia onisiate say oh ene yenye say just a GMPC starting ya na nso pa no ene we naba ene afa ene we did na adwen beba ene we kra nkense yesi enkwanse yesi we nkwa ese enkrofo nheda ntenase e wo Ghana ha ensisin hu se agogofo omo do bode na bode no enti mrabe kra ne betumi aye enhihye be ne financial engineering be ne betumi aye ebe ne de enkrofo omo do bode wa agogo yetimi de secure omo interest omo wonim de omo anu odin attacks any poachani ade bebrebe wo mamu no law me I don't see them thinking outside the box me ngo enkrofo omo wa dan enchine ewo ho say ebetimi atu ya etisi etimi ya emra ne nhihye ye de be facilitate enema obo ade de amaye ni tuo ni okwa America ya oil na ye tuturu nkitenkite no eye nkrofo fu eye omo ankasa dia America ukoto asase na wo asase na oil pie so a enya abai dia eye wo ankasa dia no watu no atua eto ama ba jasa aba no but Ghana had ye de ahye ye mra mu dadaada se fam gudie bia ewo fom no eye abai dia. The president holds it in trust of the people. By yaw enye ya say ye beg to sadie ya aye gina nsuso no yendimi enya honfaso.
This one says 3 to 5% royalty payment, not 10%. 10% is just the carrying interest.
Yeah, carrying interest. But say abai chefa eno de ontua na royalties of 3 to 5% a day.
Omanfm.
Are na carrying interest ebe wo oil mu and the carried interest wo gold mu ebetumi ayepe. Wo bra investment no is not the same. Just say ye di minerals law mineral law. Sa na obi akọ University of Ghana ye kire no. Sa na obi akọ Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology o kire no. Sa na obi akọ ye masters in hwan ya. Sa na omo te within academic environment mo design course no. Eni say ye kira akọ pie Ghana Law School. Ama mo amokoye law nsusu wo wehu nyina the same thing, the same adequate eni nyina ati. Ya any apart from mobile set up mo chambers there did apart from mobile set mo consultant look yeah
oil ne hon 7 ne ye minerals ye waso ya me fan say te say aso ye hwe ye oil hon 7 omo initiate bibie na public ne sunsom so te say de wo kan say bi emra no bi aya cake no ne ade at least omo push bibi na public na na CSOs ni ade no bi aso ni anyina ne ho direction aye
you am so CSOs no so omo so ntimi and fabima this is a point I'm making what they hear you cry look free zones laws abayi ne exemption laws ni ade a ya force abaya manama concessions any niema nyina a strong advocacy and Crawford diaba into who can say we say hey the country is no more competitive what they say and you know where investors will go away. BBI is about investors. Yeah, they are interested in saying BBI in the port. In the Yame. I said BBI Yankupon the Ache. Yeah.
You are right. Yamra no be ache. Those days na niema ni bi wokwa na eniho. So honti baby aye do na wasense san bebre ba na egu ya ni.
Odi amobi nkonko ye but others say nipa no ye befa kwan bi so apam afiri ho ana say ye be look me de eniema Yankopon de adom ye ya po ye wo look at other countries. Singapore the fact that they have a port they have the sea on between airport. Any commercial idea or munya free mono. And ya be near the make us say ye yanyashi no. Nan saying Minister of Transport, MPX and she shall when 70 or dividends a dick about $70 million. And on a ministry, Metium, some DB Cobom, one crack. But yeah, we can do more. Is it because Yanko Ponde Poache Yentra? Ghana tuna. Yeah. Tuna ya chiwo Ghanaian waters. What do you call it? Oh, export to Europe. And what premium price? Yeah. And so Yama vessels Ghana 40 na China niaba. Korea niaba. Na waka ono abe wadi dinanim. No wako register a Ghanaian fishing company. Na yaye nkrata nyina ne amomo tumi krata na omo de asi pono so. Ya omo yi tuna no kra ebi okra omo mfa ma amboko. No omo export na kesiem. Ote ho na bosome ye de $2,000 ato accountum, $3,000 ato accountum. Enti ufi say baby o ministry no so kokoye bibia on international bodies ni ade no omo aba. Because international bodies now, who NGO be any kobi no more cash. Hawaii is under attack.
NGO knows what yes.
And anyway, yeah. Me just a told that young couple to throw the who ya go for cry because me near my brain of the Podiama and shut down transit and you home. Now, ya Adentina obi. Into oil, near your royalty say no beans to gold, near you the same royal. Bauxite, a big bauxite, and a tiana was in fact bauxite. Say ye hollow, ye de good trailers, near hollow crack or port or export. Naka in accident, I answer that. Can't move me a tree.
A friend not here.
Now, that is how it is. Yeah, anything.
Eti honsa.
Yeah, anything.
Eti honsa.
Yeah. Because the yemu ebinum Ghana ha, ebinum wonim de asin bi. Ebinum enim niema mu asin bi. So, omo a kana no yem penimfo no political leader, omo ne bo ayem nya political independence and the politics by. But since then, no, Ghana for be nimdia in so many areas. I still have the feelings that so far as our natural resources are concerned, including apple, any gold in near be a near my Kenyano, ya yentiming hanesin ye, emma. Now I say, yet resources bebremu nanka ye na ya ye ni hwe enanka ponko anewo ana yankopon say landlord countries ewo mosro Mali, Niger, Mauritania, Burkina Faso momfa mo pono monwene na momfa pono nya business na montimi nya scam free landlord countries yo na mema mo hwe nka ho mema mo gold mema mo oil mema mo hwe ayaw ebia anka yatumi ade aye bibi am say ade no do resources no do
all right a do so nti ase yen hyedan hunu ba bia ye de ye ni ehwe na ye ka say aban hyehye a waye ohwe a afi aban yen hyehye say afi edi anim 10 billion Ghana cedis na you start program no ekom na ye kwa homa no so na ye ni opani a aban de san hyehye no ahye ne nsa owura kofi ofosu nkansa ya oye CEO Edema National Entrepreneurship and Innovative program no yenkɔ ne no enkonkodi enkomo emfasa asemi opani am wache
be so na bomecha etiefo nyina mecha wafanso
okay yanso ajo so bɔkɔ de
nyame adom nkaka na amanye small correction you start no esompa yi omampani ankasa na edano na wate 10 member committee, interministerial committee, National Development Planning Commission, Edano, Honorable Finance Minister. and the ministers no ansana below omo no yewo honorable John Kuma or deputy minister for world creation ono na youth staff secretary at odano ansana ye implementing agencies no national entrepreneurship innovation program and Ghana enterprise agency yaba inti ye na ye implementing agencies under the governance structure na wo nti pa the other program na no the finance minister nkasa.
Okay, enti enhihye a ewo soro a omode bremo na mo nso mo implement na ene de wo hin.
Yo, let me say, over 2022 budget na for truding and as a buying truding say building a sustainable entrepreneurial nation through fiscal consolidation and job creation. Not just a coin befa so a private sector and human yede emwa ebekoko na omo boya me yesika sema ye and only fiscal consolidation after yet me nya adwuma so ama mabru because of here first time MPP aban social interventions p from free SHS to 1D, one digitalization, and one village, one down programs be Nafi, Juma 7 and Abayading, who produce 400,000 more people through free SHS to enter tertiary, a movie Juma Benabe. Ain't budget team, yes, I build a sustainable entrepreneurial nation, implementing programs at the implementation back only used at a 10 billion cities package are buying. Atuni din se obechichim na agbaboa na emebunu no atimi anya sika na access support bia omuhia say ye access to market no muhia say ye business development support say ye business formalization so omubenya FDA and standards authority no approve say equipment machine bi na omukoto na samwa ye nyina no yetimi afa use that program ne de aboa na enipa no say no ampo de bibia adwuma no bibia na through use that support na yafa na adwuma no no nso akwanya adwuma ni bi. Inti pressure say and is abani shoti hunu say or the 10 billion and a ebesha program na yachi mu krabata miensa the commercial model the district entrepreneurship program no and a faith based one na the edic kind ya launch on 14th November ya be running up to 26 December no district entrepreneurship program na district 1 oko business resource centers ni business advisory centers ni where your office of nationwide nyina obenya omo form now ye 18 to 40 years ukuta obi isi ya wenya ban grant bi aye de kan kra na odi start nti ya face no nti you start no 10 billion no ebi befa banks no so ebi befa NEIP ni GE so through the districts and face one ya start ye ni bi nso befa based organizations sorry no ene nkramosom no na omonso mabru no mamo entrepreneurship training na afi omo de bosiano ama omo eti sanity eti me fa say 10 billion no uchiche mu na be 60% of it there eyen hihye ya aban ene universal banks na aye no dodo na ho na befa about 60% of the funds na eno no omo launch which I've heard may happen before the end of the year commercial one na enyuma kese mu peja kakra from medium scale enterprises to large scale enterprises no uko bank no mototo no na wo bank statement shares and power adwuma ubu nkonta uko dwa so say na eton ade na omapreso no mo up to 500,000 Ghana cedis $500,000 na wo de ahye adwuma mse de be ya won so bitimi afa Ghana mabunu dodo na district entrepreneurship program ya started from 18 to 44 year ya de ahye so no so no other phases beba depending on funds ebeba from several other sources na and also ya de atwa so enti ye launch district entrepreneurship program here on the 14th. World Bank country director and Mr. Pierre Laporte be general ebo an but say first phase omo ho na scan free buy dey start na omo san ye nhihye ya hodo next year understand this hodo kese asan ba be starting in the subsequent phases na be under district entrepreneurship program. It was honorable Busaya scan be free commercial banks or be free World Banks mo be free other multilateral partners be free other friends and private agencies almost CSR funds omone omampani share abana ho ba so omdiska be boy bi so fi level money other internally generated sources like I say now in the next 3 years the expectation is that 10 billion be boy stimulate the economy through these 3 models now yet make some 1 million jobs for the young people of Ghana. Now your pilot to the way around April this year. Pilot has been very successful. To some folk, I want some crowd budgets. be the only coffee processing and packaging, and body lotions and creams, I would dry free sherbet, yogurt production, charcoal production from the likes of coconut husk and waste environment, and so on the full. Digital economy, ICT startups, I would do events, fabrics, shoe production, almost yellow and chumbidi dance scanning the moment the pilot on a bomb and almost I see you, sir, or my fat any puff for crack. Or my mum. Ain't he? Nancy on my peninsula, apple ball, a episode, products bistro to sell rice, any poultry, no man. Yes, sister Sikabe 2 billion, and a pocraft, yeah, boy review and importation, you know, with local import substitution strategy, and also you're very near focus on that area. Jimmy and man, or maybe true that area is not that various you start programs, you know. Every na yami any alcohol because $10 billion na be import bill ye de ekokra and those ne rice ne poultry no nkwa ye be 2 billion out of that at least you start with sir agro processing in eboa na focus on agric ye nya adwuma mamagro no na yesika sema ahadwen because they be copper forest bro nintika na da kokra sa na man wi aba na eno nso eboa ye nti we nyina ye strategies ye be use ni enye dwuma na yasa ama yesika no so sidi no so
Maminti we yase se mo kase the Ghanaian youth e wo mo wi school a mo fie e wo mo so bi kra wan ko school but o ye enchiremu no yesen
ye kase babunu na for the purposes of youth start program ye expanded na group 40 national youth policy na enka babunu ni 35 years and so for our ye said Ghana hano ubuwa ha no 35 years na unya opportunity nti ama ye the 5 years aka one ma go do 40 years nti ka say you for 18 to 40 obi otimi to aba bia nti you start na nkasa de the focus is on youth no because analysis aya Ghana Living Standard Survey Ghana Statistical Service and World Bank if money na ma ko fi na che say omo amodwuma sem ye problem dodo na ye omo 20s and 30s no omo ya about 40 no dodo na wo bibie enti o how kese pa e wo adwuma sem mu no omo ya under 40 no na ejina omo so enti start bibia na e start free omo e pressure no e kopom kakra ansa na ya to aso the other phases na eden enti ye ni sa other subsequent phases na beba ya be ma kwan ama omo nya about 40 especially commercial model no abem na enhye wo mo ni say so ye about 40 na abem na ye say o kire say omo a omo 18 to 40 omo mpani pesi create adwuma mo omo no wo fa omo adwuma e wo adwuma na obegi ska kwhye mu no na ye hu say jobs na ye pesi create within the youth bracket no say nya babunu no ka na beji akọ create job no directly obi a obro 40 years no so na ke say ya corona ko I don't know you complement na pesi dey you start no e create na na ya sa ba achieve eti space bia anybody is kind free baby ani ho hyehyɛ sa first phase here district level program ya launch here because World Bank ni hyehyɛ any World Bank for here ni say need here for 18 to 40 years with minimum qualification of BEC with emphasis on technical and vocational education mama fia ensano dwumatic you maybe a tools kakra bi no here they start with cosmetology with tailoring with hairdressing or penmanship on the best at here and I can say you provide entrepreneurship training and some of startup packs a grant would you won't say entry back now would akusema yes into of it or you definition honorable you definition is sanity 18 to 40 years and some phases will have above 40 years but no you be sure say oma prove say be create
but you say na ka faith based organizations are more involved you mchire mu ho kakra ma me
yo it's not say faith-based organization is super ye I'm sorry back Pentecost nkwano Ghana population no say omo ye 5% to say yo yes am ketwa nipa wo papa ye na nipa ekoso no so mabunu wo mpa ye it is say equity and inclusivity ya ka say obronika say inclusivity ya ka say yempese beje obia e wachire and inti na ye design you start program nesa because sometimes they an crop complain say ebia program ni political enti one way na party we na party we nkrofo na nkwan ebe o say the design program na obia wo mbi because the 60% eco banks bank at the hands on contasem any business na say the oye nkonta ekyere no wo de be kyere se ni agina so ma eska yen ko hwe party card yen hwe eti eno no ye for obia ansa na ye faith based organization 10% yi be kan ho eno so na so renso yen hwe party card as much as district level 1 any IPG ye be no so be merit based no ye the other faces ya be kan ho na kyese wa ufa ha na wanya bia ufa ha obenya bi eti eye mabunu based na ewo insurance ni nkramusum ni other face based organization e do so no ntina e bi fa ko se de be ya omo nso ebenya omo nhyehyɛ no matete mabunu no kua yemu ni ade hwa so bi te Kristo asafo apostle safo aso ya ya de oyere da o de mabunu no eye agric programs akese e mo omo tete nti asori bi se no kɔ na se okɔboa no bi sika kakra se gitete mabunu no bi kan ho na import substitution program I said be your rice any port pinumu adi mo no mo wa ha munye si said ye be economic enclave wo agogo ne kumawu ntem ho ye be bu asutware ho ne oti regions ne other 5 areas to some 42 job budget mu na ke say asore na ye strong and I think kramusumu na ye strong wo maintain mu na mansi no ye hu say aha omo vegetation ne omo resources ne aha de body no mo do mo ya ti me de sa ska we ko bo mo ye ntete ye na ombetimi aboa ado body say ombetimi aboa ado banchi say ombetimi aboa ado mu say na aboa yen ama yetimi process sa food products no na afi no so aboa ma mabro no anya duma enti ni nyina ye inclusion and inclusivity program that you start mama penisi yen hwe yen hihye miki hwe say ye nya Ghana ni bia wo me no na ama ye tesa ankrobata wi abam na chese wa nya bi wo modu eya ubenya bi modu bi wa nya modu bi abenya bi modu si na honorable anything na ye nisa
me musa we ntwa to time aban ka se napkofo adwuma aba na wie no o hye o mo boss you start bi eba aha no mhihye be na wo ho ma o
yo tell me kan ye no you start no ya face no face bia ne ehon hyehyeye any conditionalities and also requirements ewu sa first phase here they started a district level program World Bank for na outdo me ya didn't hyehyeye gusu say between maburu 50,000 near mamu you know a general for youth bia we 18 to 40 years ago minimum BC it encourage na perform so most of them fall within this age bracket it's on board almost all apply this to take advantage of the opportunities now subsequent phases no I beba no na ye be say ye ne doctor anyas no da na kwa no atena senior hye ne ye special targeting ama na pofo no say the finance minister I promise in the last budget ye do mo beba so no emum sa particular phase we are starting it here and now World Bank is here won nti no ye for Ghana no bia 18 to 40 years minimum BEC qualification eti inua no ye be encourage on so omo nkoso na se wo ye na boso me na wo 700 Ghana na utiminya bosia se 8,000 10,000 de kobo container now de ye baba udi yitre boso me obetimenya 2,000 3,000 e chen 700 cities na wo je onako utimigiri se akwanya wo kopa se omo betimi create businesses for themselves na even po omo afa enkofo na clearance badachi na se adeche na wo kire na sisi no why you container wo de yo utie na opeso move kwa you can move on at any time go no na say obetimi aye sa private work na aka wadwuma no say de Ghana busumi adwuma for bebre o side businesses eka ho eti enye say opportunity be am for them in the formal sector again in the time being na omo wo fie na omo formal sector opportunity enya ba ye no na ye encourage you omo say you start in shisha bi bia face bi be start bia omo so mfo omo nkrata asem mra no mo mission bi no munya ahoden enye bibi as they wait for other formal sector opportunities from government.
Kobi mameno ase ye be ka se chiri
me da se pa ona
ke aseda ye odi anedin e de Kofi Ofosu nkansa ono na oyo openia oda National Entrepreneurship and Innovative Program ano aha 107 1.1 the one krata any seminar ye de abna ko anim kakran san ya dan ho for commercial break.
Aminko page 15 ewo Ghanaian Times obokrata no emu na wotwen wie ye mampani abedi ekire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na owo boga na okokopa adwumadie bi ho entoma ewo ho na sa adwumadie no eyese $450 million ena aba ya wode eba beboa northern regions no 5 northern regions na omatumi ede ayempuntudwuma wo ho na afi omanfo nso ankrankran nso nyuma nketenkete wo ho no omatumi de ahwo wo mo asene Gulf of Guinea Northern Region Social Cohesion Project event Soko project na Ghana hanomo de ya yensa aka no sa etifi mantamo enum no womo ede ema omanfo no ewo honom no onse ukọ Northern Region honom no a ebimu wo ho a womo ye share bata ebinum soso wo honom a womo ye millet ne enyuma nketenkete wo ho no womo de beboa womo ama womo nyuma no emu atumi atere enti mampani abedi eche Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abra wo pasa adwumedie ne ho ntoma no eno ode tu dwa se ukọ etifido mantem ya mabubo so yi a eye oti eka ho Northern, Savannah, Northeast, Upper East, and Upper West, and asa and Shishebeko. No, say municipal and district assembly no makuma quadria 9 and watching, and on my identifier or modest size Quebeco. Now, what church must say, Yenina himself COVID-19 by a tree, or more ye a new market siaka crash of an hour would ye ketua nasa than temu. And untisa and she a show and a World Bank for afar, or more edisa sikaya bar, or more ede babe comia yemia yamphony a bodra juma would do piwo, natural said to me a boama, almost so eduma womo eyeno, emu etumi atre. Inti eno so ho amane Ghanaian Times obokrata no ede aba na uba back page dia ene na Ghana Blasters ene ye ne South Korea for ene bebo eno ho asem na ode aba o kire se Blasters for ne se wo mo asigina ye se de etie bia na ene match ne de we can't afford to lose wo se ewi ni se de be betumi akoye nim wo group stages ni
mo na coach no ogina nchen no onko you be amfim de some de wa da bi o musi gina yo na se be
na no match say de bench ho
ni na on show mu nkran na omomo mo ho so kakra yawo Ghana for ta omo achi
papa nya grow
omo asem ye wo pepa ye wa akoma pa edita omo achi na nso so omo nso so enye de ebema ye nya resource omonye de bema ye nya resource na ye pe no coach no on select players omo ne ba ye benya resource na ye pe no ya Portugal ke betumi a hye omo no am ankrofo yi apene ye gina ball anim goalkeeper nya baller na ode ato ho na ni players etwa no ho achia ni players be full as I playing from the back na Portugal for gina yeso nti ono timi epia so ma nipa ba ko ano abonu boom awo bra ye players ni nyina so ye 18 box
na o mo ashi
na pressure na sa ba beta yeso enti no coach no onye de fata na onye players no nkran na onye de fata na World Cup yi obi ade ne modern mo ena etwifa muko na no Argentina komo ankoma ndiaze na me FIFA technical committee Sunday Olise is it because you Nigeria for you show muntrada na wo ba on ya ba nse FIFA but o kai report na you Olise no ena o kan say esese e ball Ronaldo mumu abaso say otimi wi Ghana penalty.
Can you imagine?
They are all can say a genius say utimi a timing ne dive no ni ade no a dive ye ma e koye say a penalty wo bra enye penalty na kire say strikers they are becoming
Omanfm.
Sure. Enra Germany go ya omo Rudiger head ya omo di VR edisalawi ye ne Ghana ne Portugal match na wa
ye de asa na machine
na say you
na machine say ya papa
news okrum entimi say
matukra say yes wo mo room ho no e ka kire referee ni so nkonkohwe e na wan
aso
anko frɛ no
yeah
aso anko na kire ye hu feature bi di social media Ghana ni bia okohu referee no e na one no ebo nkomo so ye ni mate we no so nchiri Ghana de akwa we ni nipa yeso
so onye de onchiri Ghana fo
o chiri ya pa
well later since Friday wumu Ghana ni bi and so onim Ghana ni bi am so onim referee no we or prempe old student or a doctor bi until later no na am so no so wo kata later na okohu okoshia no and on na twinkyin come no so oni anya so tan Ghana and original ball no original park ne body language na
just what time
in body language na ekire na ya nimgu ase de ma FIFA and especially Sunday Olise no can FIFA technical committee one mo ya review say rather no ye mo Ronaldo abaso na say the ultimate timing ni movement no any time or then a night call ball no to say man yes dey ye twa no na ultimate nya penalty no e say e ball na abaso that's what you abok technical adwuma baby ade wakwa akotena wo ye no fa
kegesi ana microphone ya no mumu ye yo
nanga
international community ne omo a eye commentary or sports no omo nim nyina se akwan fa
FIFA technical committee abo like a commend Ronaldo or kwan team fa so winning panel when they do into the day Sunday Elise
abagene
where ya ade
dan e for commercial but say idea so omo we ya lata adwene omo dey say yan yes ya smart just Ronaldo I smart
there's a FIFA from FIFA technical
Ronaldo afrodo ya wo born abaso
kwan fa so ball kro ni de wa ya
anyway
it's not love until you can touch someone's heart warmly. It's not friendship until you continue to show acts of kindness. It's not peace until you can compromise and tolerate others. It's not education without the right plan to sustain growth.
At SIC Life, we have the perfect plan to guarantee you and your children's educational growth because we are your true friend for life. The SIC Life Education Plan Plus is specially crafted for persons from age 18 to 50 years. The plan ensures healthy savings returns and other attractive benefits and runs for a minimum of 10 years and a maximum of 20 years, subject to a maximum of 60 years. Further education today with SIC Life, your true friend for life. Get a quote. Call or WhatsApp us on 0501 456983. You can also visit siclife.com.gh for more information. SIC Life, absolute peace of mind.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. The mama praise the Lord. Hey, Pastor. Hallelujah. The treasure de who sit temu here. Memwa bio ni wabekwa akori nyina atwotwa.
Hey, Pastor, if we say me kunu fa me do CB men's capsules. Na me so me no ma de CB women's capsules a. What you no? Enija befie pa.
Praise God, praise God. CB men's capsules. Abesa me mpem mreye. Ene me dwunso mu yale. Ene oba no so na ho kika na wo fom no. Ene na yase a aya na ye ne ya na fichi krobre mu no. CB women's capsules abeyi ni nyina firi ne so.
Maya kama esi mi da de mu nti. Me rapon ya na obefie.
Nka me nkwan.
CB men and women capsules. Susie Herbal Center Ghana man madam say apinfo abatan wo mo manufo ne mofra wo ni fie dumienu nka ho. Our pharmacies chemical and herbal shops nyina mu. Etufo frɛ Susie Herbal Center 0247 11 16 71. After 0246 57 87 50.
CB men and women capsules.
Wobadun so feel. Hey, you also bro. Ebdi ahwehwe edwadie nkra twemu agiatum.
Still Franco Trading your phone papa fee.
Franco Trading Enterprise our phone BAB. Say yes Samsung, Nokia, Itel, Infinix, iPhone, Huawei. Ebia.
Oh, our original laptops and desktop, computer and phone accessories, USB cables, phone cases, power banks, hands-free chargers, ne antiviruses.
Franco dio noa TVs aba 32 and 43 inch. Franco TVs no any daho. Yana jodie.
Say crowd here, the ohia of Franco bia, what me turn online. Auto free francotrading.com and now download the Franco app no to phone so free Google Play Store and Apple App Store. Adi a auto no online bia, wonya 30% discount. The auto bia or the bro baby awo.
Shisha Franco Trading our Facebook page no and our more than 100,000 likes no.
Shannon Franco Facebook page no, now more than 100,000 likes no. Franco Trading Enterprise head office Wadabraka and the Roxy Cinema bus stop no. Ne dinhwe anymore. Branches no be war Circle, Osu, Tema, Medina, Hacho, La Paz, Kasua, and Ghana for 99 and free 0555 939311.
Ghana my this year, Musum Putin Tony, enemy were drawn was swa if we tinated Heba Center, Bedemam, your friend tinated Westbow Capsule, Coco Nado Crow, which is in a yoya, we am a team, and I say a Jumadinti, Ama, what I say, Ama when you see a problem, who here tinated Westbow Capsule, Car Quenchana when you, what's your shade, and I'm soon to own to me now, nice one, who here tinated Westbow Capsule, will be a honor, Coco, on to me, Embo, and Yadia was away, who here tinated Westbow Capsules, tinated Westbow Capsules, and you tinated Heba Center, and Aquafaba.
Hey, tinated Ambassador, no one wants you, and your miss students, I may use to laptop. Many say me, who are you? I didn't use me West Nansan and Mehun, Mr. Median.
Many are buying Casacra, who here tinated Hayan Heba Capsule, I Hayan Heba Capsule, and no Enebejo. So what's a computer tea and Fibri? I'm not when you're a new problem, who here tinated Hayan Heba Capsules.
Hayan capsules?
Yes, tinated Hayan Heba Capsules.
I dear me, Papa, what drive at later, Ache and Najo, our own who I see you. Any minya bem or pusan and name and our own machine, and I said in a bedroom in a busia.
Ayo, tinated Hayan Heba Capsules, and no any better when you were busia. A barber bomb hobby, every and near the Ankitingetia, I don't go anywhere busia. Why wash your space, Ate, among who are dear, and now ready was all the book in when him, and now who are dear wetty, we are tinated Hayan Heba Capsule. A draw was what, tinated Heba, Kruya, Aquafaba, or Diabro, say M1, Nanti when you so, Emma when you now, and be when you suja, who are dear, tinated Westbow Capsules, and it's tinated Hayan Heba Capsules. Etu Simono, ne view when you so high. Electricity.
Cocoa dairy free coconut milk.
Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Yekube America, obo de dua bakube ene ye de aye. Se wodi guti ana cocoa mu a, embo apo enti ema no pa aduane ye kra behwa nkasa. Calcium ni vitamin D2 a ewo mu no, emma wosi ni wondompe mu ye den. Vitamin D12 no nso boa ma wo moja no di efusane. Cocoa de aduaba na ye de aye. Na Vegetarian Society a ewo UK agya tum pefi. Cocoa dairy free coconut milk. Jiba ku sesia. Etufon for telephone 027-444-0180. FDA ahwehwe sa edwadie nkrato yi mu agya tum sey.
Cocoa dairy free coconut milk.
Hey, why fish sama you na we? E mema ni hu say e ka no wasam. O ka sa papa kesi ya na oba ha na ne nase atata ya o ka sa no de nsa akatana no no. Ame but we de say sa papa no.
Ba ti dem mo kan nyina Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules adawroma. E na mema pomodire sa no.
Wow, why you nice and kasa. Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. And yama why you come pa.
E boa mo boje di afusane wo nipadua no mu. Na aboa sisasabro anwotutuo hypertension e te cholesterol so. Obi o tadwo so antentem pa. Gas gina yam ema kura amane muhunu mafichi kromu nyina atuatwa obu akura wadware wie no afa na ne ho ye ne hene
enti asono Spanish ginkgo capsules ana
Spanish ginkgo eno de ye nwa no nura watwe free ginkgo biloba eni soya oil mu na eboa emerima momutimi jom na so ye pa ye adwuma ema wadwum so da ho
Martin so say yes eye anti-aging and ma good retentive memory
na ye ton Spanish garlic mixture eni Spanish ginkgo capsules no wo hen
Antec Herbal Center for ene enye na pharmacies chemical herbal shops eno an say mo frɛ 0266 11 41 11 apemfu abacho mo manufo no kwada wo ne mfedu mienu enka ho FDA agi edwedie nkrato yi atom Akuya na ase ho te sen
mama o ti apon kakra na momo ntumi mi se aduane
enti na mede front active and chance ne pepe mu nuare papa bia wudi a wo mra ho aba no wo ye front active cereals are rich in vitamins proteins and minerals fiber no omega 3 so wom e blood digestion every 3 years equals 100 years obi atumi di bi na emmen kama wutumi di ni breakfast lunch and asapampo
front active ebe boa pa
the drink nso ni they want diabetes ya de yatua no ana one pesichire etumi num bie na ɛwɔ no complete Omanfm kan so tumi num bie na the test no jai obanoma men very nutritious
na Front Active Junior yin so
Front Active Junior ne famra no enkoda wadi 1 ekosi 14 years ya wonu mutimi ni di year from no wodi ensuo ana milk mixia na wotima ni di na ni denti obenyiri fe ni nyina wo supermarkets and pharmacies dodo a Adepa Pharmacy Limited branch BM our Ghana ha from 0302 664 832 and 0245 915 254
FDA aji ejede nkrato yato.
Dak, you know my boss owns a fleet of commercial cars and he drives only brand new vehicles. Latest. Before he hired me, this is what he said. Krachi, my vehicles are my investment. It is a winning, now winning, and you buy any fuel apart from Goyle. Waboka, sign this undertaking.
But he was right?
Yes, and he's right.
Goyle stocks only higher grade fuels, further enriched with XP3, multifunctional enhancer, more efficient, eco-friendly, and at no extra cost. Available at every Goyle station at Jibegdia. Goyle Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP. Higher grade fuels, excellent for modern engines and all vehicles. Goyle, good energy. Yeah, yes, you.
Say you cast a Dominion herbal powder and immune system and then kwabo wo ni pedrum ni yedin na the senti what edi ya resun kunimu a ehu adanse bi ni o
adon dey fine pa manum bi tina me di ho adanse no enya yesi me say
Dominion herbal powder de minia enya amanfo adanse nti na be kanfo ne aye ewo me ni pedum no eburo madwen ene menti ase so emma Dominion herbal powder empa wo hu da biara da
asem no anada ho no Dominion herbal powder enwanso anya wonsu ohie wo tea cup mu na da treketo Biagumu, what Transianum. Wawie Angels Dominion Herbal Center won koko ene diaba apemfo abaton mo monufo ene kwada woni fiedum ye do wonka ho dodo afre 054 315 8195
FDA agi edwadie nkratoɔ yi atum
aposua wahi o aposua wahi mi die ade kakra afoni wode ko chi kakra ya ka no onana yeah rent to own yes of course rent to own a Juhobium cities and habitats woman plan city extension project come to my boom rent to own ban we get the +1 package and your lifeline package a bomb workers when you fear and now fully serviced plots I will know beer any man soon beer who say a rent to own a free cities and habitats and have a planned cities extension projects and Jahu Bomodin Bia sober friend number 0577 911 101 and a 055 553 0300 Afe 055 705 4635 website no a new accra.city and now say project management center was Central University campus Metro Pram the Plan Cities Extension Project shaping Ghana's urban future.
Packaging, yeah, papa, and a print labels a butcher, a dujumana, noodle and food boxes, tissue boxes, beverage holders, paper, and a gift bags. A hot draw. JK Industries and Investment Limited, a packaging materials, and a print labels medical. And it's free, and as I was up, I was 0246 396 277. Send email our info@jkglobal.com. JK Industries and Investment Limited, everything to anything paper.
Adepa no kofa bae wasan de 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba mese adepa de etwamu da wo de 3CP egu so mu dware a ebo ho ban efi muamoa ho fa 3CP efren so huru wanu anopa bia na ma wo se ho ban wonu aduane na eja ana enso hye ehyewo a fa 3CP efren so fifa so eno ano no wo hye wo wi a fa 3CP efra enso fifa so na beboa obebre 3CP ehye pimples empompo ekro na ekumkro ene mrimu ya wonso 3CP so de enye na wo drugstores biamu atufo Adepa pharmacy ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi fre 0302 664 832 Kumasi Adepa pharmacy e wadum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo
Omanfm
107.1 suni aha eye Omanfm ye kasa yi no ye reporter osi ahene ewo Qatar na yankona ye ne no nin komo mfamfio enne Black Stars 1 p.m. Ghana time ena ye match na eba so enkomo ben na ewo Qatar osi ahene wotemenka boko afei ko anim ede na ekoso ho
Yama Ghana Nebiasina Kwabamra Katadoha Ahana, the Black Stars of Ghana, Airborne, your World Cup match number 2 and against South Korea at 4 p.m. Qatar time, 1 p.m. Ghana time. Na ene we a team now wabwana and Yama Akuni Papa Sanse after last Thursday game against Portugal lose by 3-2. Now comment in town and I say on the day your performance equaling to some changes via Otuado I don't know can't be a team no any resource and I persenya. Now after that game on Friday morning there was a team no that on recovering Bibia Echo so Saturday almost like what try almost normal training or so maybe Echo na and the team no prepare for the game and Yami Eba so and na call press conference na say Utuado answer lots of questions about how Nintia some changes be our game boy against Portugal no na expect to say South Korean say another side or more about speed game nti be when be as changes be ba e betuma baby back line which is the wing backs no either say be Barbara man side or Anasibia Tariq Lamti between start game no maybe a Gideon Mensah so between start from the left back. Until on the team itself preparation for the game the no a must win game. It's say a group now Portugal 3 points, South Korea 1 point, Uruguay 1 point, and again 8 points 20 ne ye bo game no enya at least a winner a be put to Ghana a better side. Until for team Nakasa preparation for the game there bibia da kwemu sense the last training and ra ye kwhwe or Aspa Academy wa otumi se obi a fully fit obi a ready for the game at Ebasune enti honorable I had the bibia boko ye hwe nim say nyankopon beto su papa gu ye team ne so na enne no resource ye hwe nim say nsa Timakano, yes, Timakano. Honorable, I had the bibia boko
mami tu ya say ade a ne lineup or the ababonten.
For now, lineup Mabontier, I think say Ebeba officially and R2 kick-off time now. Neoba Qatar is about 12:16, and we're sure say Ghana time around 9:16. Into you're almost about 2 hours, and so now the lineup itself and it's official one no etwaba.
Na enyama no dey na motete.
Say the na yetete say be like be na changes kakra bi betumi aba ewo wing backs no wing backs ni 2 and 3 on the day no obeka ball Ali Dusido on the right side and Barbara man on the left side na man for can say the war South Koreans no or more sharp almost speed game no so nya wing backs or more come ni ma betumi recover quickly as some defend the wall so we share Tariq Lamti. Now Baba Rahman side one as compared to Gideon Mensah with Babana. Gideon no bit my that run and say or call bit to recover quickly. I bet you than Abia Baba Rahman. Be as a change Baba. And yet 2 changes from the previous lineup against Portugal. Maybe just 1 or 2 maybe that change in the chamber. That is the only thing pick say a change from the starting lineup against Portugal now. Maybe the wing back position I Baba then change Kakraba. But apart from that I think say coach say or be maintaining team no how or more put to a performance on that they will maintain the same. Change back just the left back position.
My final question here, come on, run away. More and more hono more Dawson support base any Ghana for hono ebepem anope won shedan TBBA.
Bibia do not kwemo. It's quite unfortunate say Mokono eba a little bit late kakra. About 15 minutes ago, and I'm feel support base for no atena I may head towards to the stadium. From maybe I wanted to the stadium there about an agility central for the was a quantum name how you be position or intimate fee export bill, but me if you know na they are or more gather home momentum no jama share question idea or more prepared to support the Black Star team. You know, maybe say me colleague journalist one or two in Kuma Krebina, Minyamona, Motor. So, Minia Ariel Otega, Michael Tufo, Eya Juma, Emma, Kasapa, Otega. We are live on Omanfm as journalists also by no then the one who you see them there and the game and also expected.
I think say a lady you must win. I will see it me make sure see you win because if you win there now if you actually say and Korea for a very difficult side. When we say head to head, you show more but World Cup match we baby drew a critical. Our first match against you go mobile 0-0 and Blasters on any baby ball, you know, senior pray see 3 points. Or no praise or no should be 4 points. What you say? It's in the last match against Portugal, we have 1 point cry to be qualified money year. It's a match. Anyone say yeah. Coach Tuano, Eddie Agro. Their first match against Portugal, we all believe say 1 or 2 mistakes be NMA Portugal, 80 winning over Ghana. And you see, Pasiada and Sisana, 80, you know, mistake I be a Abanon. May a sure say be a coach and yet the same mistake be him or better to a near saying a bay, bits me ide and ya win. Team Ghana, ya boy and where a month from hotel or 4 o'clock. We cut our time 1 o'clock 1 p.m. Ghana time but we believe say the way basically can you idea you be for Ghana for we are here. I'm not expecting to try to show more changes say on the team if you be change any back could be the left side of Barbara maybe I give you a mention a bit to me I believe say no be okay let me Eddie am apart from no I think the starting lineup against Portugal was or maintain
Yenia Zuberi so with Metro TV Zuberi you were just some few always you to the kickoff. Was today now sharing as a journalist?
Oh, as a journalist, the Michigan phone na Omuti Oman 107.1 FM. Michigan na catch up saying so. Yehuye ewo kata do ha ase. Ade am expecting and of course you expect say din couldn't be able to fear nne. Nanso you nim share e corner e kokono enye e kon ketwa na e kokono. Fi say my match first match na lose you no. Amanyama abe din more e dey amaye say. Yentumi enya 3 points na ebe den de amaye pass e betumi qualify the fear group no fi see group no share group no asese aye na twa to cry group no bi aye points yen pe na ye ni point bia enti se yentumi enya 3 points e group mu a e match mu a and ye nim say we are almost done aye sesa enya my dia baga na no nsi ekono de ye den na ye share Ghana force say omumbo ene mpaibo na omonhwe say almost omebo an empire na coaches nso almost omoye ne ombe bia na nkunimde na tumi abande na yinim se enye ekon ketwa kra anti e bon pai se bibia because ye de amaye ne
okay honorable women ti final one na minya na
osi ahene otemenka okay osi ahene line no a drop nti yemfa ensi amgili se brepam no kwan bemu a ya ne osi ahene be kasa ebio okasa e de free kata doha na yete onen sentrofo akoho no enka abna yenko yanim na ye de bonkrata no kwakowi
yo honorable chronicle mo mefa story bako e de free ha na o chese owura bia ye friend no Kevin Prince Boache wose wo national security operative eno de say it is alleged nti ntumi nkase eyampa na senyampa na edi Omanfm de bone mrane ne donkin wodi 48 years woni nkrofo bi na akabo mu na adwumakuo bi efre no Wahid Gold Company Limited ewo Kotoka na no ye so mu de AK47 akogina wo mo so akofa wo mo gold wa wo de ba sika mu de na chese 2.7 million Ghana cedis 5 kilograms ene wo mo akwa wia e wo ho ye de wo mo akwa gina court ama court no ahye yɛfo wɔ mo nkɔnkɔ twere posifoɔ kokom na nyame yɛ adom a December bosome de to so dumiensa wɔ mo ɛbɛsan aba asɛm no ɛso
asɛm mpenipa
na no African Union for wɔ mo ahyiae na wɔ mo ɛkasa sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ na ebibiman mu industries ebetumi adi ahim na yɛankasa yɛbɛ produce yɛ nneɛma na de bia yɛkɔ amanɔne kɔfa nneɛma ba ɛha yɛ adwene no ombetumi afiri ho na osoafo ya wo hwe adwadie ne mfididwuma so owura Alan Kwadwo Chematen ene kogina mampani na nado danko akufu ado anemu na no fiada no ewo nia manager ene African Union panifo na akotwa hia ho no etwetwe nkomo na wose emre no nie se ebibiman empanimfo wo mbehwe kwan obefa so a industrialization agenda ye ka ho asem na be ye adwuma COVID-19 ba ye ya ba be kire ye se ye nsoso ya ye wa bibiman mu no ɛwɔ se yɛtumi yɛ nneɛma ahodoɔ bi a ɛbɛtumi aboa yɛn kankro na afei Russia ne Ukraine war ɛba yɛ ɛno nso so ɛwɔ se Kenya yɛ paa se yɛda ɛwɔ se yɛsɔreɛ ne ehu ne sɛ yɛn nso so nneɛma ahodoɔ bi a de bia yɛkɔkɔ krɛfrɛ ma ahodoɔ so de ba yɛ man mu no yɛbɛte so yɛntumi nto asɛ kora yɛbɛte so kakra ɛba ne saa no a ɛbɛtumi aboa ma yɛsika sɛm nso so ɛtumi agyina ne naso nti ɛno nso so mampani ogyina na na mu no nsɛm a wɔde kɔto dwa wɔ hɔ no you start ne deɛ anɔpɛ yɛde ho nkɔmmɔ
aha keke yanko anim
yo ya yanko anim ana yɛ kɔ daily guide anim hɔ ne graphic anim hɔ gold for oil purchase no program no ɛwɔ hɔ na ya sɛ de meka no sɛ yɛbɛkɔ so ahwɛ sɛ enkyerɛkyerɛmu bɛba ohwɛ daily guide na wɔ se gold na yɛbɛtɔ de free big mining companies no hɔ no ya a refined gold.
Okay.
Gold nso yɛ at the moment said the any PMMC penny no kind yɛ refine no Ghana ha. Ni nyinaa ɔmo de kɔ na refineries. Enti ejiri sɛ asɛm de yate ɛyɛ yɛ asom de. Ne mum aka mu nkyerɛkyerɛ mu ɛne ade a ɛbɛba ama yɛ hu sɛ bibia na ne kwan mu. Na Ghana nso so ɛna yɛdi nkonim ewo assemdi bi mu ewo Oslo Norway na ene se property bi Ghana kokotoye senka ye de ye office ewo ho ena omo mu di animu mo omoton maaye no ho kokoba asem ena omo lusu case no ena omo koya pay na ya omo asa lusu ama ya bo omo ho eka enti no kakra eno ewom efa or the same case na ewo Oslo no eho eno no na ya me call daily guide kratafa middle pages hona omo energy awards bi energy minister oronso wa ha onya abasobo no bi wa be kanom na me hwehwe story bi ya aha daily guide page 13 Bishop resist iron ore mining. Kata say Bishop or waji asekan. Okay, Bishop ne dia actually udime humu. Na oko the second paragraph. Most Reverend Gabriel A.A. Manti, or Bishop of Giasekan Diocese at the Catholic Church, I believe. Or no, I was say what to say. Yenya iron ore, ewo uti. Any other minerals be. I babe to ni Volta region. Na ya measure part of my statement now. Or say we, the bishop, the clergy, and the lay faithfuls of the Catholic Diocese of Giasekan, and people living in these areas. Net to us, I can't so much to say. Fem good na yenya ohono. Yeah, we know abide companies be a nyanti as say or mobile between or no or catch them crop more two regions. So I'm sorry. No more 60. Bajo penino onimwa. Fem gudie bia ga e Ghana mrem any on advocate for the amendment of the law. So ntimi anye saade asabre de mra no eni nafem. Say nipa no a omo wo sa region ho no omo te omo ase na omo ho kwan say omo sorry etia.
Ne se anya ho nkwa na yebetu fo.
Na anya fo mo nkwa na e ho ene niem na oti.
Aka na ye tu fo magude wo masase so ye de ye o ma.
School na bi ni oti. E bi ni voltare ni.
E ho ye nyi akwan.
Ai. Ye nyi akwan. Just kind of the pepper so kwan. Ote wo no hu se ayi.
Ai.
Ye cyanohydro. Ye kotu bauxite no e de free nyina hi. Now the bitter sweet pill of politics. Anjama Busia, Yamona Basso. Ya wadim fie adwe watwe nsia 86 years. Onya fraba sa. Onya just wanyi pa. At this stage ya watimi atran wa kanse miasim. Ya was say comprehensiveness of